Hey there, I just want to go over how to do the PLP goal setting sheet and some of the Google Docs stuff that you have to do and then get it onto a Google site. So as you can see on my little iPad here, I've already got the class opened up and I've already transferred it over from the teacher resources. So this is what the folder would look like, and right inside the folder here we'll find a couple of documents. We've got over here some directions for students, and then the trimester one goal summary. We're going to work on that one, the template, which just helps you kind of think through your wonderful thoughts as you get going on your PLP here and your digital portfolio. So what I'm going to do first here is I'm going to click on this trimester one goal summary, because this is really what I want to show off on my digital portfolio eventually. And this is what it looks like. And as you can see now, it's opened up in Schoology. But what I want to do is I want to get it opened up in as a Google Doc. So I'm going to click down here in the corner, right down there, and open in Safari. And that's going to take me to a page that looks like this. So it's quite a bit of kind of opening and closing stuff at first here, but it's not too bad once you kind of get the hang of it. So it's going to look like this at first, and this is the Safari version. But I'm gonna actually use the app. So I'm gonna go right to use the app here, and hopefully you have the app downloaded already. Um, I have it downloaded already, even though it said it was going to take me to the App Store. It really won't take me to the App Store on this one, or if it does, it'll allow me to open it up right away. So I've already got it, so I can open this right up here. So here we are getting into our Google Docs. So as you know, there's a difference between Google Docs and Google Drive. And Google Drive is kind of like the big binder. Google Docs is where we're actually going to be doing our work here. All right, so here we are in Docs, and you can see my trimester one goal summaries right here at the top. And there's really two things that we need to do. We need to make a copy of that, and we also need to rename it. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to open that right up. And we can see we've got that trimester one goals all set. And then you'll see right up here in the corner there are three dots. We're going to click on that. And under share and export, we're going to make a copy. So that gets us a copy of this. It's our own copy. You can see there's the copy of trimester one goal summary that just kind of flashed up there to show that we have it. And that's great. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go back, and you can actually start to fill that out as long as it's the actual one that is the copy of the trimester one goals. And you know, you can take a look at these and use your template to fill it out. So you know, you can write down for achieving academically, maybe something like 85 or higher in each of my classes. All right, just double tap right in the box, and you should be able to complete that with your steps. And the nice thing about doing in Google Docs is you'll be able to complete this bottom part when you complete your goals a little bit later on. So once we fill it out, we filled out that copy, what we want to do is go back and rename this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to sort of our previous page here that looks like this. Just hit that back button. Then I'm going to hit these three little dots over here again, and it says rename. And I'd suggest you rename this using your same way you kind of use names for a lot of things. So let's rename it to using our graduation year, and we'll just use this one. We'll call it 21 WC3 trimester one goal summary. So we'll rename that, and there you can see it's been renamed trimester one goal summary. So now we've got it renamed, and we've got a copy of it right there in our Google Docs. So getting your docs onto a site's pretty easy, actually, and be great to get these sites up and running. So all you gotta do is go to sites.google.com, and then you just want to choose whichever PLP digital portfolio that you're going to be working on. Hopefully you just have one of them at this point, but what we'll do is I'll check out this one right here. So I'll just go to this site right here. All right, and then in order to edit the site, we're going to hit this little pencil up here in the corner. And that puts us into editing mode. That's going to allow us to do just a whole bunch of cool stuff. So here's what my site looks like. I've chosen the notebook theme there, and you can see it says personalized site, and then this is sort of that first page you get to. Well, we're talking about goals right now, so I'm going to go to the goals tab, and I'm still in editing mode here. So here I'm still in editing mode, and I can see that because I've got this kind of banner across the top here. All right, so here I am in editing mode, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some things. Now, there's a couple of different ways you can add Google Docs. One way you can add Google Docs is down here at the bottom and just hit Add Files. And that'll allow you to pull any kind of files from your Google Docs. That's one way to do it simply, but it doesn't look that great because it's just kind of a blank page here. So the best place to do that is right in this content block right here. So what you're going to do is you're just going to click on that, and that'll allow you to add things here. So once you click on that, and you'll scroll up to the top here, and where it says Insert, you're just going to come down here and you're going to insert a document from your Google Drive. And it'll take us right to our Google Drive. And look at that. We've got that goal summary that we just worked on, that 21W Savory Trimester 1 goal summary. So in order to add that right in there, pretty easy to do. We just go like this, and we're going to select. All right. And this next part just kind of says how we're actually going to display it in there. And we can keep it right at that 600 pixels, and then the width here, if we leave it blank, it just makes it as wide as it possibly can and actually makes sense, so it'll fit in there nicely. And I've got my title in there, which is great. So I can hit save there, and then it'll splash it right down in there. So there's that document. Now it won't show up at first. It kind of looks blank like this because this is just kind of our editing page, right? So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to hit save. Right? And then check that out. We've got our goals right here. Now the great thing about doing this is because it's a Google Doc, it's live. So if I had to complete those goals or change them or even check off whether I completed them or not, I could go back to that Google Doc sheet, check it off, and I wouldn't have to add it back to the Google site here. All right, that's how you do it. Good luck, and have a great time with your PLP digital portfolios.